So let's just get into it, you guys. So tell us, for anybody that doesn't know, tell us about Backline 5.
Backline 5 is a project that's been going for about 2 years now. It's a 5-piece band. It's really based on Edwin's exceptional vocals, 2 really strong guitar players, and a deep pocket rhythm section. That was the design when we put it together. Is we wanted to play big stages, fairs, festivals. So we really built the band to be an entertainment, more so than playing like the same covers that a lot of other bands are doing in the bars. I mean, there's a lot of people doing that really well. We felt like that had been done. So what we really wanted to do was just create an entertainment experience with an interesting blend of music. And then when Edwin joined the band, he brought a whole different vibe than what we kind of were leaning into, and now we've sort of melded it where he's got just great songs that he's written, and he's got a very soulful vibe, a very old soul in Edwin, and that adds just a whole nother dimension to some of the stuff that we're doing now than what we originally envisioned.
Yeah. So Edwin, what about you, man? What is your Backline 5? Because you have the lead vocal, and you just absolutely crush it, man. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it kind of all started right here locally at Biassy Music and Sound, which is a place I spend too much time and money at. But it's that's where I met John, and he just sort of asked, "Hey, I've got this idea for a band. Do you want to maybe like meet and see if it works?" And from there, it was just like, oh, okay, well, we've got some really good players. And once we locked down all the parts, because we had Clint Benesh and Andy Bertou right away, and then myself and John. That was where I entered. I think you guys had like messed around with a couple other pieces in the top.
Yeah, Clint and I had tried unsuccessfully for about 1.5 years to put something together before that. I met Clint when we were both on the worship team at Aldersgate United Methodist, and I was just an exceptional guitar player, and I got the sense from a few times when we were just messing around, I was like, I think this guy's got some rock and roll chops as well as worship chops too. So we were trying to put a band together. We couldn't find the right members, and then I was actually riding in a car with a coworker, and I was playing the song list of what I wanted this band to be, and she said something to me that was she's like, I have no doubt you can find the musicians to do this. You're going to have to find the singer that can pull this off. That's the key to the band. And so it really got me thinking about, like, we need an exceptional singer. So when Edwin was telling the story of being at Biassy, I walked in there. I, too, spend way many hours at Biassy. And I saw Edwin, and I knew who he was by reputation. Only having heard him sing a couple of times, I knew he could sing. But it was very much like approaching the pretty girl at prom. I've got this project. I don't know if you're going to be interested, but if you're not, it's okay. And even then, he was like, yeah, cool, let's check it out. And I think our first, real rehearsal was, maybe a week or two after that. And I kept calling him. I was like, are you still coming? And then he showed up. True. And I don't know how you felt, but, I mean, when we walked out of that first rehearsal, I was like, there is something here.
Yeah. That's pretty much the way I felt about it. By the time we got through our first rehearsal, I was like, oh, we've got players that want to play and can play. And then, I know what I want to do vocally and all of that as well, because I had been kind of looking for something that was not that I don't love playing solo and playing acoustic, but I wanted some camaraderie out of what I was doing in music, and I wanted some real collaborative works. That's what I wanted to do next. And so when that was kind of the perfect timing situation for me, because I was like, man, I've had a little 3-piece band and that kind of thing, but it wasn't. That was very much I am the point of the band. It was me, drums and a bass guitar, and it was I am the whole show with the guys playing along. Not so much oh, we've got, I've got this guy that can take this guitar solo that I could never do, or or a drum solo that would just fill out what we need, or any of the number of the parts that happen throughout a show that really kind of lend itself to being a show rather than just like just let's do some music. You know what I mean? That's what I was looking for, and so it kind of just fell in front of me. I was like, well, let's try it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty much history ever since that first rehearsal. It took us a second to find Scott for the bass guitar.
Yeah, that was the missing piece. And then we kind of lucked into it. I had 9 different bass players that I had either talked to or showed interest. And one by one, they were all dropping like flies for one reason or another, overcommitted, family things, health things, whatever. And we actually jammed with a friend of mine, Jason, who would have been great in the band, but too many commitments. And then Scott was a little hesitant. He's like, I think I like what you guys have got going, but I don't know that I'm a good fit, so maybe I shouldn't. And I'm like, dude, just like at this point. And then he's just rock solid. He's the nicest guy ever. We call him the love bomb.
True.
He's gonna hug you. He's just this.
His love language is physical touch.
Very much.
Very much.
Yeah. It's good guy to have around.
And a humble guy, just super easy to be around. Yeah. So that really, once he was in, it just kind of locked.